this one. Can we ask Kombucha Girl? Can we ask Dr. Dre? Whoa, no! I don't recommend putting kombucha on your face. Maitreyi Ramakrishnan has gorgeous skin, but is it because of skincare? Or is there something super special that like Netflix celebrities have in common when it comes to how they get their treatments and their procedures done? I am here to find out, and thankfully, Vogue has given us her entire beauty routine, including skincare, which as your resident medical esthetician, acne big sister, and skincare connoisseur, I am here to analyze, scrutinize, and learn from this routine to see what this Sonikuri is putting on her face.
Hi, I'm Maitreyi, and I'm gonna walk you guys through my everyday skincare routine and then also like a super glam makeup look. We're gonna go in with this. So it's just like a regular cleanser, but we're gonna also use a cleansing oil too, because I'm all about efficiency. So I like to do two things at once. So I got one of these little scrubbers, and I feel like this does a better job of scrubbing my face than my hands do.
Oh my god! I have just been hit with so many happy emotions. She's pulling her hair back, which is a huge pet peeve of mine. It also helps to make sure that if you get hairline acne, you can actually cleanse in this hairline area. She's actually using Eminence Organics, which we are going to talk about, but she's putting them on this scrubber dubber. And when you hear the word scrubber, I know it can sound scary. You know, loofahs on the face, yeah, probably not the best idea. But this actually looks like a dupe for the Foreo. The Foreo cleansing device thing is actually a really good one, but it is quite expensive. PMD also has some of those cleansing wands. Those are excellent, but they are pricey. And thankfully, the reason that these work is because they have this vibrating technology that really helps to get dirt and oil and makeup up and out of your pores, helps to get your cleanser in your pores. And because these are usually made of silicone or silicone-like materials, they're antimicrobial and antibacterial. They aren't porous, so they don't hold on to a lot of the junk, you know, that our face likes to, or that, you know, the petri dishes that are growing in the back of our fridge, you know, like to grow.
Take this one, put a little less because like it's oil, so. When you're like on set every day for like 14 hours a day wearing some TV makeup, which is a little bit heavier than like I think regular makeup, you gotta really make sure you clean your face.
We love a hygienic queen. The question is, she's doing us a doozy with this double cleanse. So the idea of double cleansing is using two different types of cleansers to get the most out of your skincare and your hygiene. Using something like an oil cleanser to break down makeup, mascara, lipstick, sunscreen, dirt, oil, etc. And then using a regular cleanser to clean that oily residue off the face, to penetrate ingredients like actives for acne or rosacea, or just skin hydration deep into the skin. And then from there, you know, prep you for the rest of your routine. But what's interesting is that a double cleanse, normally one step, then the other, she's mixing these together, which doesn't make a lot of sense. I'm glad it works for her. I don't know if I would do that. And if she has oily skin, I definitely wouldn't. If she has more dry skin, that could make sense because you're leaving a little bit of that oil residue on the skin if the second cleanser is not binding to the first one. But what's amazing is that she's using Eminence Organics, which, fun fact, I have a very long story with. When I was first in aesthetics school in 2009, I did not get the best education. I had to learn a lot of things throughout the years. My experience consisted of essential oil MLM salespeople trying to educate me on skincare and how to cure my grandfather's cancer and my depression. Spoiler alert, my grandfather died of cancer, and I spent $90-something out of the $104 I had in my bank account on that MLM sales lady's spiel. So that's a story for another day. But some of the best brands that we had and that we used on clients were from brands like Murad, brands like Image Skincare, and there were a couple of other ones, but it wasn't until I kind of got into the industry that Eminence Organics kept popping up. And remember, my first experience was not a good one. Miss V, love her, an absolute doll, but it was this natural is better sort of kind of messaging and marketing. And as I was struggling with acne, trying to learn what to do for myself and going through the industry, I would constantly focus on natural products because before I studied chemistry, biochemistry, nutrition, became a medical esthetician, actually learned about the anatomy and physiology of skin, I thought that natural was better. I was a victim to that. And I honestly thought that probably until like 2016, 17, 2018, it was bad. And Eminence Organics was one of the premier aesthetic lines that was actually sold at the very luxurious spa cause. They are from Hungary. They are the expensive ones. They're all like organic stone crop, blends that were always promoted as being better. And I will say there is a soft spot in my heart for Eminence. They do have some amazing products like their strawberry rhubarb stuff, super potent plant actives that work, but it doesn't mean that natural is better. And when you find out about salicylic acid or azelaic acid, you realize that there are medically proven ingredients that actually work on certain skin conditions as proven by science and medicine, that are gonna do a little bit more than just like some random flower out there. Now, when it comes to biology and nature and science and medicine, remember that these are very intertwined. We originally got medicine from plants, antibiotics that kill bacterial infections. Well, what is penicillin that grows on your bread in the back of your fridge, right? Science and medicine are interlinked, but it's difficult when people demonize things like parabens, saying, oh my God, parabens are so bad, don't use them in your products. But blueberries literally have parabens in them. Or likewise, when we're going to buy an antioxidant serum, like some of my favorites from The Ordinary or Beauty Pie with resveratrol, resveratrol comes from grapes. So natural doesn't mean better. It's just this beautiful balance of how our biology interacts with our skin's chemistry. And when you think about what chemistry is made up of, it's made up of physics. And physics are made up of and on the principles of mathematics. And all of these things build on each other to create this beautiful world with society that we live in. So Eminence products, some of them are shit. Some of them are really good. I actually have this exact stone crop cleanser. I haven't been using it recently, but I have the same one. And you know what? It does get a face clean. If you don't have allergies to plant extracts or anything like that, it is a good one. But there's a very long-winded explanation of how science and nature work together and why natural is not always better, but why chemicals are not bad and where these different things come from.
Mom always did a really great job of like taking care of my skin and everything. And that's definitely paid off. Probably from the night before, I have some like mascara residue still there. We're gonna do this.
Her mom sounds like such a sweetheart, teaching her all about Tian di Tavacha, which I don't know if she speaks Punjabi or just Hindi, but in Punjabi that means skincare or care for the skin. And it does look like she's using some Kudarati products or natural products. This, when it comes to the eye makeup remover, if you are double cleansing and your double cleanse doesn't remove your eye makeup, you're not double cleansing right. So while she's got some decent products, I would recommend using the first cleanse and the second cleanse as second steps, and then she wouldn't even have to go in with this one.
Next up, a hydrating mist.
Brilliant! Okay, again, I've used this one before. This one is not my favorite. I don't feel like it does much. And for the price of $40, you could definitely get something better. Now, she's using a hydrating mist. I do wonder if she's a little bit more on the combo to dry side. Eminence has some hit or miss products. This is a miss for me. I would prefer something like Bubble. It's really inexpensive. It usually doesn't cause breakouts in people, and it actually helps to fortify the skin. If you have concerns like acne or something like that, you could use the Paula's Choice spray. Or Murad has a Vita C toner that if you have hyperpigmentation or you want some vitamin C brightening and glow, I put a little spray top in it and I spray that across my back. You could spray that on the face if you're okay with the fragrances in the Murad product. But for this one, it is basically a big blend of lemon peel and a whole bunch of other cassava roots and basically just a whole bunch of plants and algae extracts. Again, not the worst thing in the world, but this is not a hit for me. And because there is so much liquid in there, the stone crop juice or the aloe juice could be a high percentage of water. And in a lot of toning products, if it doesn't have an active, it's just like, what's going on? Now, if she is dry, I would recommend using something like an essence. Essences can be super silky on the skin. You can get an essence that has probiotics. This is kombucha. I was gonna say don't put kombucha on your face, but I don't know. There might be benefits of putting kombucha on your face. I don't know this one. Can we ask Kombucha Girl? Can we ask Dr. Dre? Don't, whoa, no, no! Oh no. Oh no, it burns my eyes. Why does this always happen to me? Sad and burning. This is why you shouldn't put kombucha on your face. We are going to keep on carrying on. And based on this experience that I'm having right now, I don't recommend putting kombucha on your face. What I would recommend is putting an essence or a kombucha-like product on your face, such as the Haru Haru Wonder. The Haru Haru Wonder toner is phenomenal. It absorbs into the skin well. It is like kombucha on the face, but it doesn't sting. This is actively stinging my eyes. This is what I get for not screwing on my lid tight enough. And it's all over the oh, this is so bad. This is why I don't film in front of those big papers. It's so that when shit like this happens, I can throw this bed sheet in the laundry. If you didn't know, now you know. That's called building a studio set on a budget, babies. Which is also what we're trying to do with this skincare routine, which is why I do not recommend this toner. Get the Haru Haru one if you want. Well, My eyebrow is yellow. I am going to live with it, which means you're gonna have to deal with it.
That's this serum from beYoutiful. A little goes a long way.
I love her application! So sanitary, unlike the kombucha that I just threw on my face and in my eye. This right here from beYoutiful is actually one that I am not super familiar with. Let's take a look at this. Is this like some fancy Netflix star thing? Oh, for $275, it sure looks like it. This looks like a luxury product. Now, I am not familiar with this, and again, I like my skincare to work and be effective and not be overpriced, preferably. But when it comes to the benefits, it says skin texture, reduces redness and irritation, and promotes overall skin health. Let's see what the ingredients actually are. They do claim a couple of interesting things, such as hyaluronic acid, which we know can grab onto and hold onto water and bring it deeper into the skin if you have that moisture available. It does have TSC. TSC. Can they not explain what that is? Propanediol, glycerin, and a flower extract. All of those are great, but I don't know why that's worth $275. A medical abbreviation for TSC is tuberous sclerosis complex. That is a skin condition. It can happen all over the body and usually leaves these ash leaf kind of marks. But again, that is a condition and not a benefit or an ingredient. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. This looks to be some sort of patented molecule. I don't know what this is, and I'm gonna have to look into it before I actually tell you if it's good or bad. If we look at all of the ingredients, let's see what we can find. Water, the universal solvent, okay, propanediol, okay, again, penylene glycol, moisturizer, glycerin, we know these. Here's the TSC. This is disodium tetramethyl hexadecinol succinylcysteine. I am not familiar with this. They call it a novel ingredient, so my suspicions were correct. My skincare senses were tingling. This seems to be one of those patented molecules or ingredients that may have some benefit, but I am not sure, and it's kind of controlled and created by a company who is then selling it to different manufacturers and brands to put it in their skincare. It says it has clinically proven anti-inflammatory and anti-aging properties. I want to see the data. I want to know a little bit more because I'm not spending $270 on it. Now, if you sell it to me for $17, yeah, take my money. But for $200, no. Very, very interesting. I hope she likes this. The brand looks like a hotel. Is it just me, or does this look like a hotel spa experience? Very, very interesting. Have you heard of this? Do I need to try it? Or does this seem like bullshit? There's EWG verified in the upper right-hand corner, which again has my skincare senses tingling, and my bullshit meter is going off with all of the red flags. Let me know if you want me to buy it and try it so you don't have to.
When I'm working, I feel like I'm more strict and like diligent with myself and my skin. When I'm not working, I tend to make excuses and say it's okay, just use a face wipe. Also from beYoutiful.
She's using a lot of this beYoutiful. Epi means top and cutis means skin, so they're talking about the epidermis, like top skin. Very interesting name. I don't know if that's exactly what they were going for with the branding, but based on linguistics, that's what the f is happening here. Now, what the f is happening with this price? This cream is $195, and I get it. If you have expensive skincare and you love to use it, it makes you feel bougie and it'll get you to stick to a skincare routine, as she's speaking about. Sometimes on her work days she does, on her lazy days she doesn't. If this is what it takes, use it. But if you are someone who wants to spend your money wisely and get some more bang for your buck, baby, there are other options out there. I don't know why this is so expensive. I myself have been guilty of lazy skincare as well. I do not go to bed without doing my skincare routine at night, but sometimes my night routine can take me 10 to 15 minutes if I'm doing multiple steps. For other times, it can take me less than 5. And my morning routine is usually like 3 steps. I can go ham, I can go balls to the walls if I want to, but especially recently, if I'm using like something tinted that also has a vitamin C, you know, cleanser, maybe a little antioxidant or acne treatment serum, and a sunscreen, and I'm good to go, honey. Use the skincare that is going to be best for you, meaning best for your skin and your skin concerns, something that you do enjoy and that matches your morals and values. And 3, something you can be consistent with. And if this is it for her, then more power to ya. But I'm about saving money, honey. And if you can find things that meet your skin's needs for less, that's what I would recommend, because this is so expensive. Let's take a look at the actual ingredients. It says it hydrates skin. Again, caprylic triglyceride, excellent, but basic as fuck. You can get it in a $2 moisturizer. Propanediol, glycerin, shea butter, penylene glycol, all of this, meadowfoam seed oil, really, really good. Super fucking expensive. Like, Honestly, the main callouts in this ingredient list are ceramides, specifically ceramide NP, as well as this DSD, this disodium S-phytyl diglucoscysteine, which seems to be another one of these patented kind of special molecules, and then a chia seed oil. Again, super good, but why the fuck are we charging so much for this? I bet you that this product takes less than $15 to $20 to produce, and that is giving it high margin. I don't think this takes that much to produce. Of course, it depends on how much they're creating, it depends on the sourcing of the ingredients, the stability of them, and how far they're being shipped to get there. You can't tell me that you're spending more than $20 to actually create this. And again, the price of branding, packaging, keeping the lights on, paying the scientists, all very important. I understand that that could make this product $50, $60, even if you were charging $80 to $100 for this, okay, but $195? Like, the basic ingredients are so fucking basic. UV blocking and pollution-induced skin aging. So you're basically telling me that this cysteine, you know, is an amino acid, or this is acting as some sort of antioxidant? I am just skeptical as fuck, and for this kind of money is not coming from my wallet, honey. Again, I'm a little sassy, and I am a little spicy about it.
When I first got my nose ring, I was obviously really sensitive, and I did not want to touch it. Now, I wear it all the time, and I have been since I was 16.
Fun fact, Cassandra has also had a nose piercing, but it was a septum piercing, and she would flip it up so she didn't get social stigma for it. I still have the hole in there. I don't know if I could still shove a piercing through it. Do we want to bring back septum, Cassandra? I was an emo kid at heart. When I was in high school, I was a reject. The lip piercing was fake, but the nose ring was real. Let's just leave it at that and move on to her next step.
Eye cream. I really do like doing my skincare. I think after a long day on set, I don't enjoy starting to do it, but once I do it, I'm like, that was a good choice.
Oh, I love that feeling when you're tired and you're like, I don't want to do this. And then you start putting your hands in your face and you're like, damn, this is heavenly. Like, it is just meditative if you really get into the flow and you're using products that you enjoy. Speaking of products that I don't enjoy, I think that eye creams are overpriced moisturizers. When you look at the ingredient lists, most of them are. They didn't link the eye cream. Does anyone know which eye cream this is so that we could look at the main ingredients? Here's a little spoiler alert. I am guessing that the eye cream is going to have main ingredients of caprylic triglyceride or glycerin, maybe shea butter if it's not too thick, but definitely some glycerin, probably some propanediol, probably some cetyl alcohol or some other non-drying alcohols. Mark my words, that's probably what's in this eye cream. And the eye cream probably doesn't distinguish if it works for puffiness, if it works for fine lines and wrinkles, or for dark marks and dark purple, because those are 3 different things that need 3 different treatment modalities. And I bet you it's gonna cost way more money than a fucking good moisturizer would. That's my suspicion. If someone could help me track down this eye cream, कृपा करके आते धन्यवाद.
Sunscreen time. I rarely ever use sunscreen too because I never went to the beach because I can't swim. I was very much so an indoors kid that played on her GameCube.
I love an indoor kid that plays on her GameCube, but I love that she wears sunscreen. I feel like she is a budding skintellectual. She has some really great products. I feel like we could improve a couple of them, but like, she's doing things generally in the right order. She's using things that she likes that look like they work well for her skin. There are things that I would switch. For instance, if you are using an eye cream, it should go on before your moisturizer, during your serum or toning step, so it can actually penetrate. There are some things here that I would move around. We should change some of the cleansing, but this sunscreen is really, really good. It looks like she's using the Supergoop Glow Screen SPF 40, which is different than the Unseen Sunscreen. And fun fact, dupe alert, if you want the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen for $10 instead of $36 to $40, Trader fucking Joe's. They have a limit of 1 per person, but I tried it out on half of my face. Yes, it broke me the fuck out on one side of my body, but holy shit, is it almost identical. There's something in the Trader Joe's that broke me out, but it is so good. And if you are a Supergoop addict, but you don't like the price, that will save ya. Now this is the Glow Screen, which is slightly different. The Glow Skin does give a glowy, dewy finish, but we love that she is staying SPF protected, that she seems to be a budding skintellectual and using things that work for her. When I saw Vogue drop this video saying never have I ever, I thought it was gonna be like never have I ever Vogue Beauty Secrets edition. I thought it was gonna be some sort of a challenge. I didn't know this was a TV show. Or is a Netflix show a TV show? Is it a series? Can somebody with the technical production abilities educate me, please? I thought we were gonna play a skincare version of Never Have I Ever, which I would still love to play. me. If you want to play that with me, hit subscribe and the like button. If anyone knows how to get in touch with her, first off, I would love to send her skincare. I would love to give her a facial, help her out with a little bit of lymphatic drainage, some circulation, and maybe even some retinization if she would like a retinoid in her routine. Doesn't really seem like she needs it. Her skin is glowing, but there are a few areas that potentially could benefit if she's interested. But overall, I want to play a skincare game with her. I don't want to throw kombucha into her eyes and make her cry. That is not the goal. What I do want to do is stop crying and stop being so lonely and have some skincare friends that I can play skincare versions of Never Have I Ever with. And if you want to play that with me, let me know. Let me know. We could phone a friend, your acne big sister hotline. We're gonna do this, babies. We're gonna do this. Fervi, sunscreen, reapply karo, pani pio, ate to next video vich mile han. मैंने बहुत प्यार कर दिया. Sat Sri Akal. I actually don't know if she speaks Punjabi, but we're just going with it today because it's been a while since I've exercised my linguistic abilities. Okay, मैंने बहुत प्यार कर दिया. See you soon. Bye.